Good morning, everyone. It is Titanium Tuesday once again. Morning, Mr. Michael and Mr. TC. Hope y'all are doing good this morning. I am in a great mood, as usual. Kind of pointless to talk about what I carried because I carried the Evo and I carried the Ultra Tech. Morning, JD. I was just watching some of Cole's video from yesterday, I guess it was, about collecting and hanging out before the stream. Wasn't doing much. I'm looking for I'm gotta find me another combo that compares to these two. This is a great combo for the moment. Yeah, it's a video. It's more of a day in the life of kind of video type than he does normally. Yeah, it was a good video so far. I didn't get to finish it, but it made me realize that there are different kind of collectors from what I saw so far. I definitely don't have ADHD and don't have an issue with feeling emotions and needing to feel them from other places. I don't know. That's as far as I got on the video. I will finish it later, but I liked it so far. So I got something cool yesterday. Good morning, Reagan. And that is, I got something for my lanyard for my Evo that Ed is graciously making for me. And it came in this little pack, and it's one of those little UFOs that I had shown on stream. And it came with a little glow, a little O-ring that glows. But this thing, the bearings on this thing are crazy. And I don't even know if you can tell it's spinning, but it is spinning. And it will continue to spin and spin and spin. Oh yeah, well, good morning, Tegan. And spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. Starting to slow down from the feels of the vibrations. See, and spin. Until it stops to spin right there. So that's how long it spins, but it's a cool little titanium purple UFO bead that glows. And it's hammered finish. Pretty cool little bead. Morning, Kane. I was spinning just the middle last night, and that was spinning for a long time too. same length of time. I'm not going to sit here and hold it the whole time because it'll just keep going. Oh, there you go. Anyway, I got that for my lanyard. I paid a little more than I would have liked to for it, but it'll be worth it for the Evo. And it came with this piece of paracord, which is a cool little color. I actually kind of like it. Just the green and yellow. What Microtech did you get, Kane? I don't know if you've seen, but I got the Vespa version with M390 blade steel of the Gen 3 Ultratech. That's a Microtech, I guess. Kinda, sorta. This one is great. I was telling somebody you can easily spot the Gen 3s because of the big torques in the back. The finish, I don't know, this one's DLC on the blade on the M390. I guess we'll find out how well the DLC. Oh yeah, I've just been, yeah, it's the first OTF that I've ever considered a real knife, to be honest with y'all. It's the only OTF that I've been able to use like or feel like it was a normal regular knife. All the rest of the OTFs I've ever held felt like weapons. So yeah, I love it. Let's see, I took some knives to work with me to shoot videos of. And that was these 5. Starting at this end, this is a Rye Design knife that is released under a bunch of different companies and names. Six Leaf has a version. I believe the actual steel on this is 10 CR15 MOV. At least the Rye Design ones, who I trust to list the appropriate steel, has them listed as 10 CR. But this one has got a mark on the blade that says M390, but it is definitely not M390. But it does have some nice trim. Super cool little knife. The Rye Design one is the RJGDCN RH0015 or 015 or something. I don't know. It's on my YouTube. That's the first one I took. Nice hollow ground blade. I wish it was real M390, but you know, it is what it is. Front flipper is huge on it. Action is perfect on it. Yeah, I took that one. About dropped that one. And I took, at the other end, whoops, he's got a huge thumb stud on it, gets stuck. At the other end, I took the Forest Elf or Lemifshi F03 Plus Rattlesnake Design F03 Plus M390. This one is M390. And it has that back spacer that makes it ting. Maybe y'all can hear that. It's got a good ting though. Super cool knife. Full Damascus. And yeah, cool knife. Forest Elf. Pretty wild company name. And then of course I took my two of my Brian Browns. The Raptor. Which has perfect action. Very comfortable knife. I love the blade shape. Very comfortable right there in my hand. And then my favorite Brian Brown knife, which is the Corvus, with that compound grind that I love. I need to gather up all my blades that have this grind and do a video about those sometime, because that's my grind. I love thumb wraps too. I wish this one had jimping. Morning, John. How are you doing, sir? Love my Corvus though. It goes very nicely beside my Grace. And then last but not least, the Aurora Knife and Tool Truffles. This is the Blade Show 2025 exclusive version. It says down there in the bottom. I like the anno that Way a Knife did on this one. A Mallory. As in something designed by him? Is that what you're asking? Or one of his customs? I'm confused. What, Dylan Mallory? I'm confused. What is going on with this bag? What is this knife catching on? I don't know. I don't have a Forest, no sir. But we will go look at it. $249. I do not have one of those. Only 13 available. Blue and black and the blue and polished are sold out. Which version? Oh, Kagan, that stinks working for free. It's never any good. Which version, John? The blue and black or the blue and polished? Or the orange and black, or the orange and polished? Nope. Don't have one. Only got a couple of I've only got a couple of black knives, period. In my nice case, when I open it up right now and I shine a flashlight down here, I see a total of ProTech TR3, that Devo that I showed yesterday, my Jetstream, and and my mini J-Cape mini, and my Ritter Hogue RSK Mark G2 Mark 1 MK RSK. Those are the only ones I got in there. I don't have many black knives. You could almost count that one black. Morning, Ron Crow. That is my thug. I don't know. Don't like black handles. Don't like black blades for the most part. I have at some point. I thought they looked cool, but then I stopped liking them. That's about all the black nice knife I've got. I might have a couple more, but in fact, I feel like I've got something else. Maybe not. The next darkest thing in here is this dark blue Remet. That's all the black though. Let's see. Spyderco collector, swing big. Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Morning, mister. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me this morning. Titanium Tuesday. Guess this one can't stay on the table. Only reason it's in there is because it's with its two brothers, which are the Misto and the Deca. Which are two awesome titanium knives. This Misto, I really like as another back pocket choice. My sister was talking to me about knives yesterday and how much she loved this knife. And she loves a lot of the new Vosteeds. And she said the only reason she doesn't like this knife is because of how thick it is. So thickness does matter to some people. She said they need to remake it thinner and it'll be a perfect knife, is what she said. It is a pretty nice knife. It is very fidgety. That lock is nice. I wish they made a titanium one. Maybe they do now. I thought I saw. Maybe I dreamed that. Devo knives. What Devo should I get next? What's y'all's favorite Devo? I've got one more, but it's not a titanium one. Yeah, she didn't ever say that. No bigger around than a beer bottle. What's another nice titanium one that I like? Let me rephrase that. Tall boy? Yeah, I think the tall boy might be it, Christopher. I would like a tall. I like big knives. I want a big titanium one. I want something with a drop point blade. Do they make it one with a drop point titanium or a compound ground? All tall boys are carbon fiber. I mean, I don't mind if it's titanium and carbon fiber if there's not. What is this one? What is this one, TC? Thought this was the mash. It's not the mash? Morning, Fred. I thought that. I don't know what that is. I thought it was the mash, though. That's the buzz, right? Thought I had a mash and a buzz. I don't know. Don't do it, Christopher. Don't do it. Fred should know. You know what Devo knife this is, Fred? Is this the mash? I think it's the mash. I think this is the buzz and this is the mash. Yeah, don't buy it. That's one of those FOMO knives, Supreme. You could get a couple of, I don't know how cheap it was. This is the buzz for sure. Pretty positive. That thing's still spinning. Pretty wild. That's pretty cheap. That's tempting to buy one. thought this was the one TC just said. The mash. Yeah, it's not a bad price, Christopher. That's almost a tempting price to go ahead and grab it. If it's a full size, is it a mini? Yeah, y'all remind Tegan, thank you for reminding me of that. Y'all know I've been wanting to try out that new Shaman from OK Knives with M390 blade steel. At least y'all should know that. The only problem is I don't want to pay what they're asking, and I don't like the square hole on it. I don't like the fact that OK Knives, I wish they would just put round holes on it. But I do like the version, this version right here that looks like the Cortex. So I think they're 140 bucks on here. Yeah, I like that one right there. I love my Shamans, so I want to try one of these out, but I didn't want to pay 140. So I found one last night that I got for 90, which is friggin' awesome. Yeah, so I saved 50 bucks on it. Got it for 90 bucks. The guy just got it. And while I was there, he had another of those integral Strider Evil Eyes. I'll get it out here in a minute. He had another one of those integral Evil Eyes SNG Striders. So I ended up buying it too. And so now I've got two of those Evil Eyes integral. I don't know. I just think it's cool because they don't make an integral. I don't think they make an integral real SNG. I could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. But yeah, so the fact that you can get one with real blade steel. Anyway, the one I got, is not the same one I had. So now I've got two versions. This one has milled holes in it. But it is an integral in good shape. And I got that for a great deal compared to what I paid for my crystallized one. Yes, you do, JD. Because it's one of my favorites. I love the smock. Oh, Tegan just said that. Yeah, this one has the Meat and Boss Zerk scales, the Zerk frag. Yeah, it's the mash, pretty sure. I love the smock though. The only other, hold on, let me grab something. Grab another knife. I shipwrecked a a shipwrecked one. I shipwrecked this one and put a deep carry clip on it. But that one looks pretty cool. Lots of people have tried to buy this one, but smocks are awesome. And yeah, they're great knives though. Very good users. Speaking of good users, it's really weird looking over at your car seat and seeing a chunk of metal that you've almost turned into something that looks like a knife when you don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. So I got this one polished up last night a little bit. Let's see. You can see that blue picture there. It's polished somewhat. You can see it there. I don't know why I didn't just put it down on the paper. Looks pretty good though. I went up to 2,000. I got to finish it up. But you can actually see the blade now, or the grind now. And I'm just about done with the blade before heat treat. Still got to get a few more little things out of it. But yeah, looking a lot better now. So the fixed blade is coming along nicely. Thank you, John. Yeah, it's still got, I might have to go backwards a couple of grits to get a couple tiny little lines out, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Yeah, JD, we're making it every Thursday the last 5 weeks. We've been making this fixed blade. So here's the handles. Actually, I'm going to reassemble it today. It's been apart for a while, and I wanted to ask y'all something about this assembly process. So when I go to do the final assembly, I knew that was going to happen. I was going to be missing a part or something. There we go. And there we go. So here's the parts to it. And when I go to reassemble this, I think I'm going to solder the lanyard tube in the middle of the blade after I've done everything so that it stays there. And then the scales will be able to pop in over that. And I'm going to do the same with these two little tubes. So the two little tubes that go across to hold it together, I'm going to do that as well to those. But to get it together right now, these little tubes, I actually need the same size drill bit. They're super tight. They barely go into these little holes. Well, it would help if I lined it up. So what I have to do now normally is hit them through with a 5mm drill bit, which I think I've got over here. I do. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. Got a mallet somewhere too. Where the heck did that mallet go? I didn't want to ruin my drill bits by banging on them. So I got this little mallet that's got a soft tip that the drill bit won't. These little things are so tight though. I got to kind of bang them down in there like that. But I'd rather have them tight than loose, right? That's what she said. And then once I get it put in like that, I can use one of the screws to pull it on. But I got the screws mounted flush. I got the lanyard tube sanded off to where it is flush. Both of these screws are countersunk to where they're flush with the sides of the scales. I got the jimping. I got to clean out that blue dye is in the top of the jimping. Let me finish putting it together. That one doesn't want to go in. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Ah. Why is it not going into the other side of the scales? Sorry, guys. Oh, there it goes. I just wasn't lined up right, I guess. It's good to see that I got this tight a tolerance, though. All right. Almost there. If I can get that screw to start, it'll pull itself over. Yeah, it's still not over quite far enough. That should be good. Oh, come on, screw. All right, I can put the screw on this side. Hit the screw a couple of times. Still barely grabbing. There we go. Now I can pull it tight. All right. So, yeah, as you can see, I managed to keep my tolerances super tight. Which I don't know. Good thing, bad thing. Now the lanyard tube doesn't want to line up, of course. Oh, come on. Last time I put it in, it just twisted all the way through. Now it's not hitting the metal right or something. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a minute since this thing's been assembled. Let me loosen these screws a little bit and see if I can get it to go in. Feels like it wants to go in right there. But no. Now all I'm going to do is flatten it out. Crazy. Sorry, guys. Didn't realize it would be this difficult to install this lanyard tube. I guess I need to work on tweaking it a little bit. Because now I got it stuck. Not really, but it looks like it's lined up, but oh, there it goes. It just went into the metal there. So it's through the metal. Well, anyway, I got to do some better fitment, but that's what it'll look like. And the lanyard hole is still there, even if there's not a plug in it right now. I'm not going to mess with that anymore on video, because I got to sand something down or put it in first before I put the screws in. Anyway, it's looking like a little fixed blade. I'm going to heat treat it this week. I mean, not heat treat it this week, but build the forge this week. And try to figure that out. No idea what I'm doing. But I'm trying. Tommy, yeah, they are going to drop a 154 CM one. I don't know why. Last time I put this together, I had the scales meeting up perfectly. Oh, now I just figured it out. And that's the same reason why the lanyard tube is not fitting. It's because my little plug that I made for this screw right here will rotate and can be in different positions. And it can actually pop all the way out. I'm going to try to use some brazing rod when I do my heat treat in order to attach my little plug. But if you see my plug, it's not perfectly in the center. So according to how I rotate that plug, it makes this screw in a different position. And that's why my handles weren't matching up. They matched up at the front, but the back, it needs to raise up that way. So I need to figure out which way I need to rotate this little thing. Wonder if I could tighten this screw all the way down and use that pressure to twist it. I doubt it, but I could try. Nope, I'm going to strip it out if I could try it that way. But you can see what I'm talking about. The way that piece is, if I had it spun around the other way, that screw position would be back further. And that's the way it needs to go. So, but I need to get that soldered in or something where it doesn't move like that. I'll show you what I'm talking about though. If I can get these out. Oh, what a pain in the butt. I can't get these out because they're touching the table. I can get this front one out because I can do it over the edge. Just like that. But this back one is a pain in the butt. But oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. See how that whole little piece just popped out? So now I got my little screw thing, my little thingamajig, and I got to turn it to where it's lined up right. I think it needs to go towards the back here. That's evidently how I had it last time when I put the scales together. Maybe right there. Yeah, let's try it right there. I don't know. Maybe I can put the scale on and tell. Yeah, that's not right. See how big of a gap it's got now? Got metal sticking out. Yeah, solder would hold it well, until a brazing rod would hold it until I do the heat treat. It needs to be on that side though. I see which way it doesn't need to go now. Now it's stuck in there. All right, it needs to go over here towards the back. There's only a couple places it wants to like slide right in, and I thought it was one of those, but I mean, I guess you can't complain when tolerance matters. That kind of feels right. Let's see if that feels, what that feels like. All right, I need to get the handle lined up before I... All right, like I said, I'm not going to mess with this anymore on stream. Ooh, wait. That's closer. Huh. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Y'all know I will. All right. No. I do not think jinxing yourself is real fact science, but there are heightened things when you're doing stuff live, and you have, than if you're doing it not live. Maybe I could put it in there. And then figure out where it needs to be. And slide it in like that. Nope. Like I said, it only goes in a couple of places. And that's not it. I could have sworn that I had it lined up the same way every time, because I tried to be cognizant of that. And the way it fit, there was a gap towards the back here. See, I thought I had it. Yep. Right? Okay, hold on. The original time that I assembled it, this is how I had the little piece in there. Oh yeah, that matches up perfect. That's it. So the first way I had it is the way it's got to go. Now I don't have to do any more sanding. This is lined up perfectly. The way it was cantered, before, I knew I'd been sanding on it for 2 hours, and I got this totally even right here. So when I assembled it last time, I didn't have that little piece in the right orientation. I bet that fixes the whole, that'll fix the whole lanyard thing too. Well, there's the lanyard. It's got to fix the lanyard thing. Yep. That totally fixed the lanyard problem too. See if I can get this started. Yep. It pulled up. All right. That's way better. Don't ever give up. You will get it. The same way I have to hit these with, whoops, with, that went too far. With 5mm bits, which is the same size as them. I got a 10mm bit for the lanyard tube that fits it perfectly. And right now, it's just kind of like knocked into place too. Like, can't believe how good my tolerances are, actually, for my first knife. It's just shocking to me that I figured any of this out. But yeah, this lanyard tube, I've got a 10mm bit that'll match up with it perfectly. I can use this mallet. To get it perfectly flush. And then there's the knife. I actually didn't get it perfectly flush. Pretty close. There we go. If at first you do not succeed, try again. Come on. All right, let me put this 5mm bit back up where it will be where it needs to be. When I go looking for it again, put that over there, put my mallet down here. Then I got my assembled fixed blade with the handles all sanded down. Like I said, I've got that blue marking fluid. I got to clean out of that. But there's our knife so far. It's a trip. That is a trip. Chip. All right, now I can't find my eyeballs. There they are. Yeah, $17 kit. Whoever asked. Taken. It's a $17 Pops Pro Cut kit. Thank you, Robin. We're getting there. If you go to, sorry, I was busy with the knife. I'll focus on y'all now for a few. Where did my keyboard go? Oh my goodness. And I got it to go. All right. So type in Pops Pro Cut Challenge Kit. And it'll take you to a page that shows the challenge kit. And it's $17, and it comes with the steel. It's a 1/8 inch by 1.5 inch by 8 inch block of steel, and then the 1/4 inch handle material. And it's Pops Pro Cut. It's super easy to heat treat. If you type in Pro Cut heat treat, the Knife Steel Nerd dude right here, Knife Steel Nerds, has a whole article on it, and he tells you everything you need to know about heat treating it. 1500 degrees and 450 in the tempering oven. So we're going to use a toaster oven and a little forge we build. There's a 1425 heat treat and a 400 temper. And here's a 1475 and a 400 temper. There's a 1600 and a 400 temper. So somewhere between those ranges, 1425 and 1600, where I'm going to aim for. But yeah, that challenge kit, you might ought to buy it when you buy something else, or buy two of them, because they charge you shipping on it. I've already ordered another full sheet of this. Well, not a 48-inch piece of this same thickness, so that I can make like 5 or 6 more knives. But the first Thursday we started, I made all these little templates that fit on that piece of metal, and everybody voted on which one they liked the best. And we had a vote. We had a vote on which one they wanted to make. And so there's some more of these that I still want to make, so that's why I ordered a bigger piece of that steel to make 5 or 6 more. But let me show you the one. I think that might be close to all of them that I've got over here, maybe. So I like this one. No, there's a couple missing. There's the one I like. Aha. I like both of these. Hold on. I like both of these right here. For sure. Yeah, I think I might have named it yesterday. And there's one more that I don't see that is super cool too, that I'm not finding the pattern for. Drum roll, please. Yeah, I don't know where that other little... Anyway, there's another one that's super cool. I like those two. And I like... I like those 3 right there, actually. These 3. But these all fit on this same piece of steel. There's me. That's my glasses. Right there. It's mirror enough that it can see me. What up? Peace. That's pretty wild. No, Robin, it's not called the Alchemist. That's what y'all are. Y'all are the alchemists. The name of this knife has to do with alchemy, and it's called the Alembic. Here's the name of the knife. It's called the Alembic because the Alembic is crucial for you to have in every alchemical process. You got to start with an Alembic. Go look up Go look up what an alembic is, and you'll see, and type in alchemy. It's the 2 glass containers that you distill from one to the next in. It's the little combo of 2. The alembic is talked about in all kinds of books about alchemical stuff. So alembic, Wikipedia, it's the little way to distill. It's a moonshine still. There's a big alembic. There's an ancient alembic. That one's kind of needs to wake up. Yeah, it's a moonshine still. It's called the alembic. Some of the other names that we're going to use, the caduceus, and the azoth. So here's 2 more of my knife names. Whoops. Why did it put them together? One of them's called the azoth. One of them's called the caduceus. There's the alembic. Dang, Robin, I didn't know there was an alembic. Azoth and caduceus. And this is another one of my knife names in the future. Is the Zosimos. Zosimos. I got to figure out which ones are going to be called what. But there's one that's going to be called the Olympiodorus. No, that is an alembic. That is the name of my fixed blade. Alembic. Ambix is another one. Hold on. Ambix is going to be another one. Angos. And my favorite one, so Angos is another one. And one of my favorite names is the Retort. Yeah, the Alcahest. Hey, how'd you know about the Alcahest? I've got the Alcahest too. Yeah, the Alcahest. But the Angos and the Retort, and then I'm gonna come up with some name around this name. Yeah, we'll see. Names of knives don't have anything to do with blade. Morning, Pete. Yeah, Maynard's cool. Maynard's winery's cool too. I definitely know who Maynard is. I've actually met him in Nashville before they were big and famous at 328 Performance Hall. If we go look at let's just for instance go look at the concept knives. Look at the name of theirs and see how they're blade related. Like Ketuo, Hazard. They don't. They just have names. Nico, Loki, Main Street, Corvid. They just pick names nowadays. At least I named it instead of coming up like TACOM with the unnamed. The Entity, the Helix, the Hex, the Integra, the Occipiter. See you later, Ron Crow. Let's see. Well, there's those two that Grateful showed us. Yeah, he showed us those in the Discord, I believe. Two beautiful knives. Don't mind smashing that like button. It'd be awesome. Yeah, the serpent in the spine going up the thing is more medical than alchemical, but it is a cool symbol. Ever 7. What's she got? Yeah, we saw that one with the coffin looking back in. Huh. Eat donut community. All right. Anything exciting going on? There's some knives for sale. Price drop. Picaroon Purser. I've never heard of that knife. Let's go check it out. Picaroon Purser. That's a pretty cool looking knife, actually. Yeah, there it is. I kind of like that knife. New River Knife Works. We got a micarta and titanium version. That is a cool knife. So they're $215 for the micarta and titanium. He's asking $185 for the titanium and magna cut. If I knew the guy better, I'd offer him $160 and take it. How much is he selling his standard for? $185. That's a good price too. Huh. If he'll let me do goods and services, yeah, if he'll let me do goods and services, I might hit him up about it. I don't know what happened to my phone. It disappeared in all the mayhem this morning. But that's all right with me. I'll message him later about it. Orlock. Pete's working on his Orlock. What do we got going on here? I like it. $20. FF104. Brand CCFFCC. Amazon. There it is. $28. You can. It does have a hole over there that you can mount it for scout carry. So that's cool. How long's the blade? 3.74. That's pretty cool too. I kind of like that little knife. That looks like a great little EDC knife. Oh, the 154 CM ones just came up. Are they on 668 Knives store? I'll look up that store and we'll go there. 668 Knives. Yep, right here, $71. Oh, that's not the XL. I don't see the XLs. There's the regular ones. Which store? Is it on the NKAIED that I said before? NKAIED. Yep. It's on his main store. This is the one I told y'all. If y'all want to actually talk to him, go to this store, the NKAIED store. But yeah, here they are. He's got 4 versions, 154 CM. I'm going to figure out which one I kept. So let me figure that out really quick. I'm going to grab it. Hold on. Let me put some stuff up. All right. I forgot which Rosie XL I kept, but I'm going to get rid of it now and order one of the 154 CM ones. So here's my bag with my best clones in it. My box. Oh, here's one of those little other knives. That's the one I was trying to find. And there's one more that I really like. But that was the Tonto I was trying to find. Yeah, I don't think I kept the diagonal milling one. I think I kept the golf putter silver. I kept this one. And that's the diagonal. Dang it. Why's it got to be the one? The one that I want, they don't have. Well, I got the diagonal milling. I kind of want one of those. I think I'm gonna order the I don't even know where my phone. Oh, there's my phone. Wish I could find that one last little piece of paper, that other knife on it, because it's a cool knife too. Got such a mess over here. Well, thank you, Tommy. You got good taste, buddy. You got good taste. What were the other ones? All right, hold on. I think I like the... I think I like this plain blade. Oh wait, that's the... Oh yeah, the back side of the one with the the frag pattern has the slanted lines. Like, where are those two in the picture? Am I confused? Why is that top one not showing up? Because there's a dark diagonal milled one. Am I imagining things? I don't know, but that top one looks like the diagonal milling. So does that one. But yet, in the ad, they don't have those. Maybe they're going to add them. Yeah. They need to take these pictures out right here, because they don't offer those two. Those will be around for a minute. I'm not going to rush to order one in this second, but I think I want that one. They're probably 90% copies. I'm good with 90% copy for 1/8 of the price. I'd rather get 8 knives than one. Get to try them all out. That's my personal opinion. I get to get the Protean, the Dixon, the FSDs, and all that for the price of one of them. I have to say, it's pretty comfortable. I could be a little biased, but this is a non-heat treated knife at this point. Ready to go. It would cut paper, like I said. Here's a user manual to something. It's a knife. Not that sharp, and it's not been heat treated, and I'm going to lose that bit of the edge, but it will cut. Huh. All right then. Uh, yeah, I agree, Tommy. They're 80 to 90%. That's why this hobby's so great. Everybody can like what they like. I like them for more than just using as beaters or customizing, or I like them for what they are. A copy. And a good copy. With good sound and good action. Yeah, that's why I love this hobby, because everybody can like what they like. Like, I never thought I would like these skeleton ones till I got one, felt how comfortable it was. And then I was like, dang, this skeleton one feels kind of good. Clones keep their resale value recently at better than regular knives. You can buy $100 clone, play with it for 2 or 3 months, turn around and get your $100 back out. They've been holding their value because of the price range they're at. And because people don't want to wait the 3 weeks for stuff to come from China. But I never thought I would like the scaly version of the Rosie. Come on, man. Now I got the Lemifshi and the Jaful. I sold a bunch of them. This is the one I did a M390 blade change into a thicker Lemifshi handle. This is my custom one that I made. I had to use washers and bearings from something else, but I got it fixed. This is an M390 one with those pattern thick. I like the Lemifshi thicker scales. The Jaful are kind of thin. Big difference. Wait, I got a third. I need to sell one of these. Why do I have 3 skellies? Oh, I think I don't know. I've got too many. Anybody want a skelly Rosie? I've got too many. Nothing wrong with wanting either one of them. Y'all are both right. I want copies and I want real ones. What then? There you go, mister. That's the answer. Or any of the other two answers are the answer also. They're all correct. I'm glad I got this little UFO though for my lanyard. I don't know if I'm going to leave this little ring on here. I probably won't. I'll probably leave it like that on the lanyard. It spins forever though. I don't know what kind of bearings they got in there. That little thing will go for like a minute. Pretty wild how long it'll go. You can see when it stops because it looks all beat up. Pretty cool little titanium bead though. That's going to go on my one that my Edyard that Ed makes for my Evo, along with something else. I don't know what else. I don't know. I might leave the little rubber thing on there to protect it. I haven't decided. Yeah, it's a total UFO. See, it's got the little top. The UFO. It's a spinning UFO. Waylon, I like it. I like it a lot. I tell you what, I like the little quiet carry one too. The little drift, the little $25 drift. But this one feels good, and I've been wanting an Atom, but after getting this one, I realized I don't like. Yeah, it's Damascus. I guess it was kind of expensive. It was 35 bucks. But yeah, the action on this little thing is great. The little but the size of it, I mean, it's comfortable, but it's not as comfortable as it doesn't have the jimping. So I'm glad I didn't buy a real one. Yeah, this one and the little quiet carry one that doesn't get much doesn't get talked about much are both great. Are we still talking about fakes? And some people like them, some people don't. Both people are perfectly okay. We're all grown adults. We can get what we like. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's your opinion. Why is this thing not coming up? Titanium bead. Lanyard. I almost bought one of those. I like the little Lego head. It was like Wee Beads or something was the name of the company, I think. I could go look at my purchase, but I figured it would pop up. Like, I like that one too. That one would go with it. Tommy, you didn't even know about it's I believe the Royat, maybe Royat still makes it. It was SMKE. Uh, but I think they still sell it. Maybe not. Let's go see. I don't see it. Let's see. Drift knife. Uh, it's got the same little holes in it. Shaped the same. Can't believe they don't have them anymore. They just had them a few weeks ago. That's how it goes, though. Still got the chamois. I don't even know where mine's at. Actually, that's a good question. And I hate not being able to grab any knife I want to grab whenever I want to grab it. But it might be right over here. Let me look. Nope. What about right here? Nope. Not there either. What about in here? Nope. Dang. That thing is lost. Is it really lost? I haven't seen it in a while. So it could be lost. But, of course not. It's never lost. Did I leave the screen on the Amazon? My bad. Here it is. See, it's got the little holes in it. It's shaped just like it. It's like a drift, like a regular drift, not a drift. No, like a drift L. They were like $25 for this. I mean, it's not a counterfeit because it doesn't have the branding on it. Spray adhesive, John, is what I use. But there's the drift next to the atom, next to my fixed blade. What do y'all think about my fixed blade for now? Looking all right? You don't know how bad I want to pass this around to the whole channel and let everybody have it for like a month. Need to get a final weight on it, huh? It didn't get to my 6 ounce mark, that's for sure. It's still over 7. Oh no, John. It won't. Exactly 6.5. It won't melt it. I've done it. I stuck the top pieces that keep falling out. I stuck that up to the top of it. But that, forgot what the number is on the can. Is it like 17 or something? There's a spray adhesive by 3M. It's got a number. That's what I used. They make number 77. So they make different kinds. But the 77 multi can what cut paper? My fixed blade? Yeah, 3M 77. JD, I haven't heat treated this or put an edge on it yet, but it will cut paper. And this will definitely cut paper. I don't know what you were talking about. Yeah, but it still doesn't affect that good foam. Yeah, it's not been heat treated or I haven't put an edge on it, JD. But I just cut paper on the video just a minute ago with it. I haven't even sharpened it. All I've done is filed it down, but I got it filed down enough that there's an edge on it. This closed cell foam, that stuff won't melt it. I promise you. I've used it on both of my cases, and that was even on the thinner piece on the top. But yeah, JD, we haven't even finished making this knife yet. I just put the bevels on it last week. So we haven't heat treated it, and then we got to sharpen it. Then we got to make a Kydex sheath for it. None of which I know how to do. Just kind of figuring out as we go. It's a Thursday series. We're building a knife. I think it's 5 weeks now. I've been trying to only work on it on stream. Oh yeah, we were going to do leather instead of Kydex. I do want to do leather instead of Kydex. I've got the whole little kit with all the curved needles and all the thread and yarn for leather work. That's crazy to be holding something like, I don't know, it's wild. I know it's not hard. I know it's not hard to do, like anybody can do it, but just the fact that I got this far with it is tripping me out. Like, you see people do it, you know, people make knives out of whatever, like an old, you know, saw blade. Like people do crazy stuff and they sit there and beat it out with a mallet on an anvil, and they really do it. Like, and I've just been using, you know, shortcuts, but it's still wild to like knives as much as I do and have one that you've almost made. Makes you want to make another one. Except I know now not to file so many deep grooves in it because the sanding sucks. I just hope I get the heat treat done well. Can't wait to rub a file against it and see it skate right off of it. Oh, I know. That's what we're going to do right now is I'm going to go buy one of those kits right this moment. HRC testing files. Dang, are they really $77? Might as well buy another. Yes, they are. Well, I'm not going to do that today. I would rather just find an eBay, find a real one. Rockwell hardness tester. Wish I would have bought that one. The freight on them is what's so expensive. That's the one I want, the HR 150A. But they're too expensive. Or best offer. The freight on them is what kills you. Oh, that one says free. Free expedited shipping from Greater China. U.S. wholesale store. I found a used one for like $500, but the freight shipping was going to be another $500. See, there's one. Desktop Rockwell. Huh. They got a U.S. warehouse. See, like even these that look like in this condition are $800. Pretty wild. You got to make sure they have the weights. Because if they don't come with the weights, they're kind of useless. Wish I could find one local. Lico R600 working. Local pickup only from Dulzura, California. I had one of the little ball bearing ones. I sent it back to Amazon. Uh, yeah. I had one of these. but couldn't get repeatable results. Yeah, JD, you're all over China today, aren't you? I don't care, but seems like you're in a mood this morning. You know how we roll around here, everything goes. We just like knives of all types. Don't discriminate against people who do or don't like replicas. I don't think much is going to happen with the China stuff, but we'll see. Morning, Sever 7. But but yeah, can't wait to get the forge built. I still got to find a big can by tomorrow. I don't. You didn't say much, China. Forget about it. I mean, I thought you were kidding, but then you were talking about all the clone talk earlier, and I don't care. You're welcome to say whatever you like. I like you regardless. Can't believe I bought a knife with holes in it, and I can't believe they don't make an integral real Strider. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know what's up with that. I know, JD. It's fine. Not a biggie. Yeah, it's an integral, buddy. I've got another one. Trying to find it. Uh, that's going to be one that's going to make me mad if I can't find it, because I could have sworn I put it in my nice case because I decided it needed to go in here because it's one of my super nicest clones. So I better be able to find it. Ow! My case just bit my hand. Aha! Yes, it's just no, it's not like this one. But why is my real one? What in the world? Y'all are about to see an angry Chip. If I don't find this knife. Oh wow. It's not in here. Are you serious? Where's my crystallized tie? SNG. I've got an integral one, but I can't find it. I'm literally about to touch every knife in this case. Hold on just a second. See, here's another one I got. It's not integral. I can find both of those. Hold on, guys. Still digging through a case. My God, when you got to touch 90 knives, it can take a minute. Oh, thank you, John. Good grief. Why didn't I think of that? But I need to have all these together anyway. My God. Yeah, it's with my integrals. Where it belongs. It's right over here. Hold on. But yeah, it looks just like this one, except it's got the holes in it. So this is the crystallized tie one. And there's the back of it. There's that side. And let me see what it looks like next to the others. This one's 3V, and by that Meteor guy, this one's got 3V blade steel. I got rid of my cheap one, but he did a great job on this one with the laser engraving. This is real 3V. It says it's somewhere, yeah, down there. CPM 3V. Got that crazy grind on it too. But yeah, they don't make a integral real one of these. So I think it's pretty cool that you can buy the Evil Eyes version. Especially, and so I grabbed that one to go to the collection. That was just a good old plain Jane with the holes. I haven't, let me go subscribe, I guess. I don't know who I'm looking for, but Hagen Knives. Hagen? This you? Yes, it is. I will subscribe. Well, there you go. Everybody go subscribe to Mr. Tagan. I'm saying it like Reagan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but doing my best. Go ahead and hit that like button. Please drop a like before we end. Yeah, I saw that, Waylon. That's why I thought I might as well show it on the screen since you were throwing it in the chat. Yeah, this little drift, $25. Whoever asked about it, I didn't know about it. SMKE made them. And then Royat bought out SMKE, so they kept selling them till they sold out, I guess. They were only $25. So was this, the Atom. Both of these are great little $25 tester knives. The Evo and my fixed blade. Man, I feel like I could actually do some work. The Alembic is what it's called. The Alembic. I would like to, Robin. It is the internet, and I would hate to lose it through the USPS. Wish we could have a meetup somewhere and sit around a campfire and check out the pipe tomahawk. Pass around knives for everybody to check out. See you later, John. Have a good Tuesday, sir. One of one. Thank you, mister. I'm trying to turn it into something. Anyway, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. Y'all need me? You know how to get a hold of me? BladeAlchemy4U@gmail.com. Anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's day. Great Tuesday. And we will do it again tomorrow. Sorry, I was trying to read and can't talk and read. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. If y'all need me, hit me up. And I hope y'all have a great Tuesday.